Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for the.
A good look at the home of the Tigers, Comerica Park here in Detroit. It's the home opener of this new season between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. HR, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matt, this is one of those throwback lineups for me. I mean, you're talking about speed from top to bottom. They will bunt. They will hit and run. They'll play that small ball game and go after you. But also, you leave a guy at second and you blink, he's on third. They love to run. They're coming after you.
Game time temperature just a tick under 50 this afternoon. 49 degrees here at first pitch. Sanchez readying the 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Got 2-1 the count.
The 2-1 on its way. And he just misses with a curveball.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway. Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Lindor. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike.
He's really put himself now in a position where he's got to battle. Took the first 2 strikes, didn't swing, and now you just grind out the AB.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The next 0-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Upton's under it. 1 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, one man worth focusing on is Edwin Encarnacion. Edwin, as they call him. He's got great power. I love watching a guy who can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. BP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
He's right on that breaking ball. That's pretty good timing right there, especially following up after a fastball.
Popped high in the air. Kinsler is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now to the plate, Michael Brantley. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Wow, that fastball really took off on him. That was so high in the zone, and he wasn't even intentionally throwing it up there.
That's off the plate.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Seems like he's really having a tough time finding that rhythm right here in the first inning. He walked a guy, now he's falling behind this hitter. He better figure it out quick.
This is pulled into right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
So we always say you fall behind the count.
Here's Carlos Santana now. High in the air out to center field. Parra has a read on it. And the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. Indians nothing. Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
You know, Ian Kinsler is a difference maker right now. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
Harold, this Indians ball club as they begin play here this afternoon, and they've been playing well these past few ball games. They come in winners of 3 straight.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Man, that's a difference right there. 3-1 or 2-2. You got to love the fact that was called a ball. Now you're sitting 3-1. Get the pitch you want and drive it.
Fouled back. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. 0-2, here it comes. And that one stayed up a little high.
I like how he wasted that pitch. It was close enough to tempt the hitter to swing, but now you got him thinking, will he come back with another fastball? You got him set up. Off speed, hard pitch, anything now.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Nobody out, runner on first. Again, he sends it out of play. Now another 1-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. H, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Matt, this is a scary lineup. They've got power and they have speed. They score runs in all different ways. They hit the ball in the ballpark and they score on balls in the gap when you have a runner at first base. That's what speed, power combination can do. This is a very tough lineup.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. On the ground up the middle, reined in. Kipnis on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. We'll move on to the second inning here at Comerica Park with no score. At the plate, Jose Ramirez. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Lifted the other way to left center. Upton's under it. 1 out.
Batting 7, the right fielder, number
Coming
13.
to the plate now, Chris Colabello. And it's been a slow start to the year, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but those were 2 good pitchers' pitches. Both on the inside half, both for strikes. There's nothing you can do with it. You just got to hope now you get something to hit.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now that's a swing you want to put in your memory bank. He got off to a slow start here in April, but that's something.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Chop foul over towards the dugout. The 0-2 now from Sanchez.
1 ball.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Upton over to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting 9.
Now batting, Luis Salazar. He's hit the ground running right out of spring training. Entering this one with a batting average over 300. And they start him with 1 high and away for ball 1. Has a look, now the pitch. Line drive to center field. Parra is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Indians stepping up to the plate, J.D. Martinez. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, Matt, as advertised, he's broke out with a good fastball. He likes to pitch out the fastball, but this was in the mid-90s. We'll see him be aggressive most of this game with that fastball.
And he lays off for ball one. This one's flared out toward left. Brantley has it in his sights. One away.
Batting fifth.
Here's Justin Upton now. His average coming into this one is just barely over 200. So he'll be looking to turn the page on a slow start here. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt, and he makes the throw to first. Upton is retired. 2 down now.
Center fielder.
In is Gerardo Parra. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I think, Matt, that was a result of the fastball, the pitch before. He's throwing so hard, you got to honor that fastball in that situation.
Another one sent foul. Ready with the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Up with it, Salazar, but he's not going to have a play, and they'll allow him to reach first after the strikeout. Nick Castellanos now, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt here. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Tigers leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. The shot there at the Motor City and Windsor, Ontario, just across the river, as we welcome you back to Comerica Park.
Leading off with the
and is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd. Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1. Pitch on the way. Ripped down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air out towards shallow right. Martinez has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1. Edwin Encarnacion now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Comes set with the 0-1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Yeah, I think he missed that one, Matt. But you know what? That's going to happen. Umpires are part of the game. They're human. They're going to make mistakes. He missed it. Oh, well, get over it.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Runner goes for third. Line toward the alley in left center. Parra is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Now a throw to second, and it turns into a double play. The hit and run backfires as he gets hung out to dry on the line drive. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Naquin will call this one as he comes in to put it away for the first out.
Batting ninth. Designated hitter.
Now at the plate, James McCann. The average in the early season not pretty for him, hovering in the 220s. And he lays off there 1-0. Hit on the ground to third. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
The batter, number 3, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
This one is launched. Look at this. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run. So it's a solo shot for Ian Kinsler. 4th home run here in the early going as the Tigers grab a 1-0 lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Santana is there for it. And that retires the side. Here's Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Swing and a little blooper to center. Parra coming in. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Striding in once again, Carlos Santana. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit hard up the middle. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in for his second at bat, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. In there, and it's 0-1.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Just a 4-pitch inning. The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
2 strikes.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Here's J.D. Martinez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. J.D. Martinez becomes out number 2 this inning. Justin Upton is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. And Kipnis will put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers, but they're up 1-0. Ready for another chance? Chris Colabello. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Chris Colabello.
Skied into very shallow right. Martinez is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out.
The center fielder, Tyler.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
He's having a really good game. He's over 70% first pitch strike. When you get that first pitch strike, now it opens up the whole strike zone, and that's why a pitcher can dominate, and he's doing that in this game.
On to first, and Sanchez has got it working now. There are 2 away.
Up next for Cleveland, catcher.
Digging in now, Luis Salazar. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he takes ball 1.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Avila waits on it, and that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Tribe. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
Leading off for the Tigers.
Into the windup and the pitch. Gerardo Parra is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. Striding in, Nick Castellanos. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Castellanos.
First pitch is a cutter looked at 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Colabello coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Well, he got jammed on that one right there, and he's just strong enough to muscle it into right field for the base.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is Colabello. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 4th home run here in the early going, and the Tigers take a 3-0 lead. James McCann comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game.
D-Rock.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Now back.
Digging in and looking for
Second
more.
baseman, Ian Kinsler.
First pitch on its way. Now that's popped up. Bauer just to the right of the mound, and that ends the inning. The Tigers do get a couple, however, on this 2-run home run. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Jason Kipnis.
First pitch coming now from Sanchez. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Martinez going back to the track. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
Ready for another shot now. Francisco Lindor. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Low for ball 1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy. And obviously, it's working so far. And the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on, a broken bat, a blooper, a bunt, and then go for the big ball, they can get something going. But they got to start with getting somebody on base. This offense needs a base runner and get things happening.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And this is fouled back and out of play. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Parra ranging forward. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Edwin Encarnacion. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And good movement on the fastball there from Sanchez as he jumps ahead with strike 1. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
And this is a ball to Encarnacion. 2-1 now. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Parra has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Jose Iglesias.
In there, no balls and a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Favorable call in there for a strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled back.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. Salazar finds it, and the throw is there to record the first out.
The first baseman.
Digging in once again, Miguel Cabrera. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Now that's a good changeup right there. You know the guy's sitting fastball. You get him out in front. Now that changeup's in his head the rest of the at-bat.
A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Digging in to try it again, J.D. Martinez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement, it is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They lead it 3-0. Here's Michael Brantley. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. Now here's the pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Martinez giving chase. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Santana waiting on a 1-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Dribbled up the line, but it gets foul. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And another foul ball.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Matt, that's a big base hit. I want to see now, can he get guys out from the stretch? He retired a lot of guys.
In now, Jose Ramirez. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Runners on first with one down. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Yeah. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike. 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Martinez coming on. He can't get there as it falls in. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, that's a base hit right there.
Standing in now, Chris Colabello. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Martinez has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So digging in now, Tyler Naquin. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Right side, Cabrera's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Chance, Justin Upton. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. New pitcher to tell you about, and it's a guy drafted number 6 overall out of North Carolina in 2006. The 6'6" lefty Andrew Miller.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Well, he saw a good fastball the pitch before, and then he singles on this fastball. This is the big leagues. You can't continue to challenge guys, not the good hitters anyway, with the same pitch repeatedly.
Gerardo Parra is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Gerardo Parra is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Nick Castellanos stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Boy, that's a tough 2-seamer to hit right there. Usually that 2-seamer will start in on the hitter and tail away, but that one started at the middle of the plate and broke off. Uh-oh, look out now.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Alex Avila is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Pitch on its way to Avila. And this is fouled at the plate. 2 out with the man at first. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way out. Striding in once again, Luis Salazar. Oh for 2 here to start the act.
Luis Salazar.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And now K-Rod Francisco Rodriguez is up throwing in the bullpen. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Martinez going back on it. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. It's been a low-scoring affair. 3-0 our score as we show you the numbers for our two starters to this point in the contest. First pitch coming now from Sanchez. Jason Kipnis is at the plate as he looks at ball one.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
2-0 now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Hit in the air to left. Upton's under it. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop.
Ready once again, Francisco Lindor. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Down. Standing in, James McCann. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
This is foul right side. Here he comes again, 1-2. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
The shortstop, number 1.
Now to the plate, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And that's in there for strike 1. And the pitch. And he takes this one high, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-2 now.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And that swung on and fouled straight back. Now another 2-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Santana will put the squeeze on this one, and the inning is over. Down in order goes Edwin Encarnacion now. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Francisco Rodriguez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off.
Number 57, Francisco Rodriguez.
Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hit in the air out to center field. Parra is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael.
At the plate,
Brantley.
Michael Brantley. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. hit back toward the mound. Iglesias is there, and he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. Here's Carlos Santana now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a ball, 1-0. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
The next 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. Digging in and looking for more, Jose Ramirez. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. From the stretch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Parra giving chase. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 13.
So striding forward now, Chris Colabello. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Hard liner to center field, but he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over. 3-0 the final score in this one today. Detroit earned the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Anibal Sanchez gets the win on the mound, his first of the year.